What's going on, guys? Latinero here, and welcome back to another Football Manager 2020 video on my channel. This time, the team I'm going to see even take to World Cup glory is Catalonia, or the Catalan nation. You know, everyone knows about Catalonia through, obviously, FC Barcelona, Camp Nou, and all things like that. But we're going to see if we can take them as a national team, the whole Catalan region, and see if we can win the World Cup with them. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. What I've also done is on the database which allows you to take over Catalonia, is it creates a fantasy Catalonian pyramid for you. So I'm going to use that as well. So Barcelona aren't actually going to be in La Liga. They're going to be in the Catalan leagues, and I'll show you that once we get into the squad. But I'm very much looking forward to this save. I want to see more saves like this where we're taking over nations who aren't officially FIFA recognised and try that into World Cup glory. And of course, if there's a database available for them on either, you know, the FM Scout website or the Steam Workshop, etc., it'd be interesting to see. So let me know in the comments below. But without waffling on too long, let's go look at the team. So here's our squad. As you can see, a very, very strong lineup. You've got Pau Lopez in net, Bellerin, Bartra, Piqué, Albert at the back, a midfield of Roberto, Busquets, Milinkovic-Savic, Gerard Deulofeu, Christian Teo, Gerard Moreno. You've got Cesc Fabregas, Dani Olmo, Keita Balde, Victor Ruiz, Alex Vidal, Kiko Casilla, Jordi Masip, Eric Gallego, David Lopez, Joan Jordan, Marc Roca, and Marc Cucurella. So these are all the players who would be eligible for the Catalan national team. And then if we go into scouting, we also be able to see what other players haven't been chosen. You know, you've got Adama Traore, Oriol Romeu, Martin Montoya, Sergio Gomez, Paul Lerola, who always does well on Football Manager. So some very, very strong players here. So as I said, I'd also loaded the Catalan leagues. So we've got the Catalan Primera Division. So we've got the likes of, you'll recognise teams like Barcelona, Girona, Arsenal, Espanyol, but the rest of these teams, you know, you won't necessarily recognise, apart from maybe, you know, Barcelona B and Espanyol B. So we've got them in the Catalan league, so it is like an entire nation here. I've also loaded the Spanish leagues and the French leagues. I don't know if you know, the Catalan is it the Catalan Dragons, I want to say, who are the rugby team, actually play in France. So, yeah, we're going to be loading them. So let's go into some games with this team. It's now the 28th of April 2020, just because we've only really played friendlies up to now, but we've had the Nations League draw. And so obviously we're going to be starting in Nations League D, considering we're a brand new nation. But the funniest thing here is also we've matched up against Andorra. And for those of you who don't know where Andorra is, you can literally get a bus there from Barcelona. So I guess that's kind of a local derby, apart from the likes of Spain. And, you know, if we could have actually downloaded an external database and made, you know, Andalusia or the Basque Country region itself. So, but yeah, Andorra and San Marino on a group. Obviously, we should breeze through this. But yeah, we'll see how we do this Nations League, and then we'll go into the World Cup qualifiers. It's the 16th of December 2020, and we've been given our World Cup qualification group. As you can see, we've been joined with Bosnia and Herzegovina, probably butchered that, Croatia, Denmark, Moldova, Montenegro. So, to be fair, it could be a harder group. You know, although we're a very low-ranked nation, probably 200th odd in the world because we're a brand new nation, we're Catalonia. We have some great players. So I expect us to get through this, not with ease, but I expect us to get through this, especially how easy we sort of breezed it with Kosovo anyway. But yeah, I'm expecting us to do quite well in our schedule. So since the beginning, we have had some friendlies. We lost to Bulgaria somehow, beat Czech Republic, drew Gibraltar, beat Azerbaijan and beat Israel. But then in the Nations League, you know, we absolutely battered it. 11-0, 9-0, 10-0 and 8-0. Ridiculous here. Got 12 points from 12, obviously. 38 goals scored and none conceded, as you can see. In friendlies here, we beat Luxembourg, San Marino and Montenegro. So that's good on with Montenegro going into this group. So let's see how we do. So we've completed our World Cup qualifying campaign here. 9 wins, 1 draw, 0 loss, 26 goal scores, 3 goals conceded, 28 points out of 30. A pretty good campaign, I'd say. Obviously, in our previous video of Kosovo, we somehow got 10 wins out of 10. We're very close, actually. It was actually the last game which we ended up drawing. If we have a look at all the groups, see who made it through from the European qualification process. Slovenia got through in their group. You know, Switzerland and Ireland somehow didn't qualify from there. You had Russia qualifying here. No Holland, no Greece. Yeah, in our group, obviously, we qualified, and there was sort of no Croatia, no Denmark. You know, France and Wales getting through. Scotland missed out there. In Portugal's group here, they got through. No Czech Republic, no Norway. England and Austria got through in their group. Poland got through. No Germany there. If you go, and as you can see here, Kosovo, when I'm not controlling them, ended up 4th out of 5. So not the greatest. See, Spain qualifying from their group, Belgium qualified from their group. So yet another World Cup without Turkey. You know, Turkey came 3rd place in 2002, and have not made a World Cup since, and not going to be doing it anytime soon. And Italy and Sweden making it through from their final group. We're going to look at the results that we ended up getting. As you can see here, 7-0, 4-0, 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. 3 consecutive 1-0s there. and a 3-1 over Bosnia, but then we drew 1-1 with Denmark, so we couldn't get 10 wins out of 10. Very unlucky for us. But Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, he's a goal machine from centre midfield. He's an absolute goal machine. So if you ever got Sergej Milinkovic-Savic, get him in your team. If you want to do the save, make sure he's one player you're focusing your team around, because he's an absolute goal machine. But let's get into our World Cup draw. As we can see, it's the 21st of April 2022. The World Cup obviously is in November, so that's why the draw is being made in April. So there's time to do the playoffs as well. You can see we're seeded 4th in the draw, so we are going to have a tough group. But let's go look at this World Cup, shall we? So as you can see, we're in Group A. Then you got Uzbekistan, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Venezuela, Australia, Algeria, and Slovenia. Joining us is Nigeria in our group. You got Poland with Uzbekistan, South Korea with Ivory Coast, Russia with Morocco, Japan with Venezuela, Jamaica with Australia, Sweden with Algeria, and Iran with Slovenia. In our group, joining us will be Portugal. So that's Portugal, Nigeria, and Catalonia so far. You had USA, joining Poland and Uzbekistan. That's a very balanced group so far. Austria, South Korea, and Ivory Coast, another very balanced group. Colombia, Russia, and Morocco. You have Wales joining Japan and Venezuela. You have Uruguay joining Jamaica and Australia. You have Mexico, Sweden, and Algeria in a group together, and Senegal, Iran, and Slovenia. As you can see, joining us our group is Qatar, the host. So we've got lucky in our pot 1 team there. So we draw all the teams here. These are the final groups. In our group is Nigeria, Portugal, and Qatar, obviously with us, Catalonia. England have been joined with Poland, USA, and Uzbekistan, so you'd expect them to get through that group. You have Austria, Belgium, Ivory Coast, and South Korea in Group C. Colombia, France, Morocco, and Russia in Group D. Group E is Japan, Spain, Venezuela, and Wales. In Group F, you have Australia, Italy, Jamaica, and Uruguay. Group G is Algeria, Argentina, Mexico, and Sweden. And the final group, Group H, is Brazil, Iran, Senegal, and Slovenia. So coming up next will be the Nations League draw, and remember, we're now in Division C. Right, let's head into our Nations League Group C draw, shall we? So let's view the draw, shall we? So in the first group is Estonia, then Belarus, then Georgia, then Armenia. Greece are joining Estonia, Faroe Islands with Belarus, Hungary with Georgia. Catalonia will be joining Armenia. Then you've got Latvia joining Estonia and Greece, Finland joining the Faroe Islands and Belarus, Moldova joining Hungary and Georgia, and will be going to be joined by Cyprus. You've got North Macedonia joining Latvia, Greece, and Estonia, Romania joining Finland, the Faroe Islands, and Belarus. We've got Montenegro joining Moldova, Hungary, and Georgia, and joining us in our group is Northern Ireland. That will be a tough game, or the toughest game we've had in the Nations League so far. So let's get into these fixtures. So finish our Nations League League C campaign again, 6 wins out of 10, 35 goals scored, 4 conceded, meaning we get promoted to B. But, you know, I'm confident we can win the World Cup in 2022 here, so I don't think we'll be looking at the Nations League League B. We're going to look at our schedule here to see what our results were. As you can see, we beat Armenia 4-2, beat Northern Ireland 10-0, Cyprus 5-0, Northern Ireland 5-1, Armenia away 8-1, and then finished Cyprus at home 3-0. In our 2 friendlies before this World Cup, we played North Korea and South Korea, 1 away, 1 at home, weirdly enough. And we beat North Korea away 3-0 and then edged out South Korea at home 2-1. So let's get into these World Cup group stage games. As you can see here, we've started off in terrific fashion in the 2022 World Cup with an 8-1 victory over Nigeria. Goals from us from Sergio Busquets, Sergio Roberto, Keita Balde with a hat-trick, 2 goals in 2 minutes as well there. Mark Bartra and then Milinkovic-Savic with a brace. We've had quite a few yellow cards here for Cucurella. He's playing at left back because Jordi Alba, unfortunately for me, got a massively big injury, so he was unable to make the tournament after 1 minute. Bellerin, Busquets, Balde, Teo, Roca, Roberto. So might turn off, get stuck in going into the rest of the tournament, just so we don't pick up too many more suspensions towards the latter half. We've continued our great start to the group with a 3-1 win over Portugal. Goals from Gerard Moreno, Keita Balde, and Gerard Deulofeu, with Cristiano Ronaldo getting their goals. As you can see, with me turning off, get stuck in. I didn't put it on, stay on feet. I just turned off, get stuck in. It was only Balde and Hector Bellerin who picked up booking, so not too bad. Not about the 6 yellow cards we got in the last game. So let's go into the last group stage game against Qatar. In our last group stage game, we played the host Qatar and absolutely smashed them 6-1 at the Sports City Stadium in Doha. As you can see, Sergio Milinkovic-Savic scoring after 2 minutes, a Gerard Moreno hat-trick, a Marc Cucurella goal, as well as Gerard Deulofeu. That's 2 in 2 minutes for them. And then Mohamed Methnani got a consolation goal for them, but they also had Boulalam Kuki sent off in the 94th minute. In this game, we also playing Christian Teo on the left-hand side in case of Keita Balde, because he was suspended, as well as Hector Bellerin, so I brought in Paul Arola. So let's have a look what the draw's looking like for the knockout stages. Second round's been drawn here. As you can see, we're going to be taking on England. A very tough tie for us there. Portugal going to be facing Poland, so it's probably been better for us to finish second in the group. Belgium taking on Colombia. South Korea taking on France. Spain taking on Uruguay. Venezuela have made it to the knockout stages. Can't even remember them qualifying for World Cup, let alone getting to the knockout stages. Mexico taking on Iran and Brazil taking on Sweden. It took to extra time, but we've beaten England in the round of 16 or the World Cup second round, however you want to call it. We opened the lead through Keita Balde. They equalised through a Harry Kane penalty, which took us to extra time. And then we got 2 goals in the space of 4 or 5 minutes with Gerard Piqué and Mariano. Trent Alexander-Arnold scored for them in the 109th minute, but they weren't able to get a third goal to take it to penalty shootout. And Jordan Henderson got sent off after 34 minutes. So as you can see, I put get stuck in back on. I don't know, I felt like it was a bit more important in this game. I also changed from a 4-3-3 to a 4-2-3-1 in this game, sort of counteract England's sort of 4-3-3 as well. So as you can see, Sergio Busquets picked up a booking here, so he won't be available for our World Cup quarter final. If we go to the World Cup second round, Portugal beat Poland, Colombia beat Belgium, France needed extra time to beat South Korea, Spain beat Uruguay 2-1, Italy beat Venezuela on penalties, Iran knocked out Mexico to win 1-0, and Brazil knocked out Sweden to make it 3-0. So in the quarterfinals, we're going to be taking on France, Portugal will be taking on Colombia, Spain are going to be playing Brazil, and Italy are going to be taking on Iran. So we've absolutely decimated France in the World Cup quarter-final at the Khalifa International Stadium in Doha, Qatar. A Gerard Moreno hat-trick, along with a goal from Gerard Deulofeu with Alexander Lacazette getting their goal. Carlos Elena, Bellerin, Savic and Cucurella with the booking, so it means our left-back Cucurella and Sergio Milinkovic-Savic in the midfield will be unavailable for our semi-final, but at least it means if we get through, we'll have them in the final. So let's get into our semi-final fixture. As you can see here, if I go into the semi-final, we're going to be taking on Italy, while Portugal are going to be taking on Spain. Imagine that. Us taking on Spain in the World Cup final. Just imagine. So let's see how we get on against Italy. As you can see, we're into the World Cup final with Catalonia. Gerard Deulofeu, Keita Balde and Gerard Moreno with the goals, with a late sending off for Italy through Luca Pellegrini. So we're into the World Cup final. Are we have a tasty rival? Yes, we are. We're going to be facing, of all teams, Spain in the final. Let's get into the game. So here are your team lineups. You've got David De Gea in goal, and you've got Odriozola, Cesar Azpilicueta, Hermoso and Junior Firpo at the back for Spain. In their midfield, you've got Thiago, Koke and Fabian, and their front three is Ansu Fati, Alvaro Morata and Ayoub Bal. If I probably said that name wrong, as I always do whenever I say it. Our team for Catalonia going this World Cup final, we've got Pau Lopez in net, Bellerin at right back, centre-back partnership of Gerard Piqué and Marc Bartra. Gerard Piqué at the mighty old age of 35. You've got Cucurella at left back, 2 holding midfielders of Busquets and Sergio Roberto. 3 in behind Gerard Moreno is going to be Gerard Deulofeu, Sergio Milinkovic-Savic and Keita Balde. Let's get into the game. Bartra into Piqué. Piqué plays it into Marc Bartra again. What can Marc Bartra do with the ball? He plays it out wide to Cucurella. Cucurella's going to get the ball driving through the middle of the park here. Where's he going to play it? Out wide to Gerard Deulofeu. Can get an early goal. Oh, we've hit the post. We've hit the post after 25 seconds. Great start, boys. May it continue. As Pilaqueta's got the ball for Spain here, plays it into Hermoso. Hermoso back to De Gea. He launches it up. We get the ball through Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets plays into Sergio Roberto. Can we pick up the ball after Junior Firpo's lost it, kind of? Fabian plays it into Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati is dispossessed by Gerard Deulofeu. Sergio Roberto into Sergio Busquets. Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. What can he do with the ball? He gets it into Cucurella, our left back. Good save from David De Gea. Deulofeu, why are you not running for the ball? Should be getting that, mate. We got a throw in here through Cucurella into Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic has got the ball. He's running through the middle of the park. Can you see Gerard Deulofeu? Make a run, mate. Make a run. Out wide to Hector Bellerin in the right back position. Can he whip the ball into the box here? Found Sergio Roberto. What a strike from Sergio Roberto to give us the league in the 20th minute. Catalonia 1, Spain 0. What a strike. As we can see here, Milinkovic-Savic, there wasn't really too many runs in the wide position. Hector Bellerin, he cuts it back to Sergio Roberto. And you see here, first time, twat into the back of the net. What a strike. 1-0, let's go. David De Gea's got a goal kick here, plays it out wide to Mario Hermoso. Junior Firpo's on the ball in the left back position here. Can we dispossess him? No, he plays it into Thiago, into Hermoso, into Koke. He plays a wonderful ball to Morata. Can Pau Lopez save it? No, again, that is my one downfall when I'm playing FM. I might need to make my line of engagement a bit further back, because I am getting beaten by the over-the-top ball, and obviously I've got Gerald Piqué at the back. He is quite slow, so I might need to make a change in the second half, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Look at that run from Morata, though. And Pau Lopez, yeah, maybe should have done better, but I think that's more just the game mechanics more than anything else. Pau Lopez has got a goal kick. He plays it into Marc Bartra. Marc Bartra plays it into Gerald Piqué. Gerald Piqué's on the ball here. What can he do with it? He launches a long ball. We can't get it, but Sergio Milinkovic-Savic picks it up. Gerard Deulofeu's running with it. What can he do? He plays it back to Sergio Roberto into Busquets. Cucurella out wide. He whips one in. Sergio Milinkovic-Savic heads it just over the bar. We got a throw in though. Cucurella whoops it in. And Milinkovic-Savic, someone missed. I don't know. He hasn't scored that. He's hit the bar. Gerard Deulofeu can't do anything with it. Sergio Busquets should... Oh no, he goes straight to Ayorzabal. Ayorzabal, can Sergio Busquets dispossess him? This is interesting now. Game on this. He plays it out wide to Junior Firpo there, Thiago. Junior Firpo, what can he do with it? Can we dispossess them here? Oh no, Morata's through again. Great save from Pau Lopez. Just keep it calm, keep it calm. Koke's got a big free kick here. He launches it, but Milinkovic-Savic picks it up into Gerard Moreno. Gerard Moreno running on a counter-attack here. Does he have any options? Keita Balde needs to get in the box. Keita Balde's there. Good save from David De Gea. Unlucky. Maybe should have made that run inside a bit earlier, but who knows. Gerard Deulofeu's got the corner here. He plays it out wide to Sergio Busquets. Go on, Busquets. Oh, what a strike that is. What a strike that is. Is that going to go to VAR, though? Is it going to go to VAR? Is Gerard Piqué must have strayed offside. It must have taken a deflection off him. Let's have a look at the replay. Yep, he's definitely offside. Does it touch him? I don't know if it touches him or not, but yeah, very unfortunate for us there. We should be 2-1 up. So it's half time here. We're the dominant side. 52% possession, but 14 shots, 6 on target. We obviously had that disallowed goal, but 4 shots, 4 on target from them. Very clinical from them, but I'm really confident we can go into the second half and grab the victory. Thiago into Hermoso. He plays it out wide to Junior Firpo. Junior Firpo's on the ball. He plays it into Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati's running through here. Great save from Pau Lopez to keep us in the game. Wonderful save, son. They're going to take the corner here through Koke. Koke's going to whip the ball in. Can he do anything? And Alvaro Morata heads the ball over the bar. We got a highlight here with Gerard Deulofeu, who whips one into Marc Bartra. Oh, just over the bar from Milinkovic-Savic, I think, got on the end of that eventually. We got another throw in here, though. Well, maybe not another chance, sorry. Cucurella launches one into the box. Can we get a head on it? Gerard Moreno, assisted by Cucurella. A long throw in. 2-1 in the lead here. Gerard Moreno, the guy who's been scoring goals for fun for this Catalonia side. Wonderful. Long throw in from Cucurella. Keeper comes out for it. De Gea is in absolutely no man's land. And Gerard Moreno heads the ball into the back of the net to give us a 2-1 lead. We've got a corner here from Gerard Deulofeu. Gerard Deulofeu into Sergio Roberto. Roberto, can he hit it again? And it's deflected in. Is that another offside goal but PK's deflected in? I think it is. Another goal ruled out for VAR. Let's have a look here. Sergio Roberto, he hits it. Yeah, we got 2 players again a mile offside. They've got a throw in here though. Hermoso plays it into Morata. Morata into Koke. Koke to Grimaldo. Grimaldo's through. Great save from Pau Lopez. Well in, son. That's what we need from you to keep us in the lead. They got a corner, though, through Koke. Koke whips one in. Pau Lopez grabs it. Great keeping from him there to grab that corner. So we've made a couple of changes here. We've taken off Keita Balde and Sergio Busquets and brought on Carlos Elena and Christian Teo. Obviously Teo on the left inside forward. Then I've dropped Milinkovic-Savic from shadow striker down to a deep line playmaker role and put Carlos Elena in that shadow striker role. Spain got a throw in here through Junior Firpo, plays into Fabian. Junior Firpo's on the ball. Can we dispossess him? Unfortunately there. Gerard Moreno gets the ball. Go on, Gerard Moreno. Oh, and he's just put it past the post. That could have realistically settled the game there. We've got a corner, or throw-in, sorry. Cucurella launches it in. Another long throw goal. No, Rodrigo heads it away. Sergio Roberto should mop that up. Sergio Roberto finds Cucurella, who finds Marc Bartra. Marc Bartra into Cucurella. Cucurella into Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. What can he do? The ball plays out wide to Gerard Deulofeu. What's he going to do with it? He plays it into Milinkovic-Savic. Oh, they just intercept the ball. Grimaldo plays the long ball up. Rodrigo here. Rodrigo's got a chance here to take it to extra time. What's he going to do? And I think Gerard Piqué might have given away a penalty. He scored. Is that going to be 2 offside goals for him and a penalty given away? Is that Morata stepping up for it? Go on, Pau Lopez. Unfortunate for us. They score a penalty. Gerard Piqué has not had the greatest of games here. It's 2-2. Could we be going to extra time here? As you can see from the penalty, he simply slots it into the right-hand corner. We drive the right way, but we were absolutely nowhere near it. Oh, we got highlight straight from kickoff, though, with Gerard Moreno into Piqué, into Bartra. What's going to happen here? Bartra plays it into Cucurella. Cucurella plays it into Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic, can he find a player? Who he's going to keep driving forward. He finds Daryl Deulofeu. He finds Hector Bellerin. Can we get the ball in the box here? He whips it in. Nacho heads it away. Can we get the ball, Gerard Moreno? Oh, Nacho clears it out for a corner. Come on, boys. Let's get this winner. We don't want it to go to extra time. We get Gerard Deulofeu, who's going to whip the ball in. What can he do with it? It's headed away. Bartra. Mark Bartra. Go on. Is that onside, or is that a third offside goal? I think that might be a third goal ruled out for offside for us there. Unbelievable. As you can see, Mark Bartra takes a shot on goal, and yeah, Carlos Elena just drifted into an offside position. We got a throw in though. Hector Bellerin, what can he do with it? He's gonna launch a long one in. He finds Gerard Deulofeu. He finds Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic. It's it, and he scored. 88th minute. Could that be the goal that wins the World Cup for Catalonia? Let's see. Gerard Deulofeu assisting Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. Milinkovic-Savic, who's been amazing all this video, all this save, heads it to Milinkovic-Savic, and he absolutely lasers it with his left foot into the bottom corner past David De Gea. What a strike from Sergio Milinkovic-Savic. And that's it. As you can see, Catalonia have beaten Spain to win the World Cup. What an enjoyable episode this has been on the Latnero channel. Another FM20 World Cup win. That's now the third one on the channel alongside Kosovo and alongside Hong Kong. I really enjoyed this one because it was a bit of a different database, and if you see a different database, let me know down below. I'll obviously leave this database in the description box, so if you want to try manage Catalonia or managing the Catalonian leagues and try, overthrow Barcelona, that could be a good idea for you to do. So I'll leave the database in the link below. I've been Latnero, and I'll see you guys next time.